So welcome back to Judy's Keto Kitchen. Today we're going to be harvesting from our garden. So I'm going to be making pesto, the way I make pesto, and some jalapeno jelly. I wanted to show you that you could make the jalapeno jelly without having to do the canning. I personally like canning. Not everybody has done it. So this is for those of you who have never canned before and you can still have jalapeno jelly. So here is our small garden. This is the first year we've lived in this house, so we don't have a lot. We have had huge gardens before. But today, right now, I'm just picking jalapenos. We have several jalapeno plants at different stages, and I'm picking green jalapenos today because I'm making green jalapeno jelly. So we need about 12 or 15 jalapenos. Some of them are coming off easily. If they don't, I have my little kitchen shears that I will probably pick more than I need just to make sure I have enough. There's more jalapenos than I've ever had before, probably because it's hot here in North Carolina. We have harvested so many jalapenos. I've made jalapeno jelly, jalapeno relish, put jalapenos in vodka because I didn't know what else to do with them at one point. So I think this is enough. These are enough for the jelly. Well, we'll just pick a couple more because I can definitely use them. Here's a big one, another big one. So this will be for the jalapeno jelly. So we're back from the garden with our harvest. So these are the green jalapenos that we picked today. And these are red jalapenos that I picked yesterday. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of jalapenos, and my garden, there is probably twice this many still happening, and we've picked several times. So to start with, I'm going to be making green jalapeno jelly since I made red the other day. Actually, I have to weigh these. So you want 12 ounces of jalapenos. But because there are still stems on them, I will probably take 13 or 14 ounces. Well, that's only 10 ounces. I didn't pick enough jalapenos. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll just add a few red. That's 12 ounces of jalapenos. I guess I underestimated. Oh dear. It's going to be just as fine. It just won't be as brilliant green as I had wanted. So what you do is you cut off the stem. And since you're going to be blending this, you don't have to cut them up small. I usually just cut them in half, put them in there. Be careful, they're very hot. What is hot are the seeds. If you didn't want it quite as hot, remove some of the seeds, but not all, or you won't have the heat at all. To this we have to have 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. And as I said, I make this so often that I have to buy apple cider vinegar in large containers. Now my recipe calls for 400 grams of xylitol. The only sweeteners Carl and I can use are xylitol and stevia. Allulose gives us both really severe gastric issues. Erythritol, I get such headaches that I can't have anything with any erythritol in it. So I have tried allulose. The 2 sweeteners that would be okay with this would be xylitol, allulose, and liquid stevia, because xylitol and allulose will not crystallize. Liquid stevia obviously won't crystallize. I can't guarantee that erythritol won't give you crystals. So we do not have dogs. We do have cats. I'm extremely careful with my cats using xylitol. They don't come near anything that has xylitol in it. If you have a dog, please use allulose. So today, it calls for 400 grams of xylitol. I'm only going to use 200 grams because what I've been doing is, since I haven't been canning it, I don't use any xylitol at all. I'm doing xylitol just to show you how you would cook it with xylitol or allulose. So what I have been doing is I've been using, I use better stevia glycerite. We get this on Wellevate. It's a great price. They have it, and I've been using a lot. I'm going to have to order some more very soon. So this recipe calls for 400 grams of xylitol and 1 teaspoon of stevia glycerite. What I have been doing is using a tablespoon of stevia and no xylitol, and it works just as well. And I for some reason, I'm hesitant to use a lot of these sweeteners that are so-called natural and keto approved, because I've had issues with most of them. So, since this, normally in my original non-keto recipe, you used pectin. Even the sugar-free pectin actually has sugar in it. So I use 2 tablespoons of gelatin, either the Great Lakes gelatin, which is very good. You can also use Knox gelatin, which is what I'll be using today because I had it. But then there's this brand that I found at Walmart, which they did not have last time. It's just your Great Value generic Walmart brand gelatin, and this works well too. It works well in the sugar-free Jell-O. It works well with this. So today I'll be using Knox because I need to order more Great Lakes. Put 1 cup of the apple cider vinegar in with the jalapenos. And it doesn't need to be precise because it just doesn't. It's just about 1 cup. And just blend it till it's liquid. Now it's not quite the bright, brilliant green I was hoping for because I had 2 red jalapenos in here, but it's not bad. So, that is strong. And I also want to warn you that you're going to wash this after and it will still be hot. So anything you use right after this might have a little heat to it. So beware of that. I also just thought another great addition, since I'm not canning this, you could add garlic to it. But if you were canning it, you cannot add garlic to it. But if you're keeping it in the refrigerator, maybe try it. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that next time. So we're going to head over to the stove and boil this up. So as you can see, it's starting to boil now. So what we will do is turn the heat down a little, just to make sure it continues to boil, and we'll time it for 10 minutes. And you have to stir it periodically so it does not stick. So as soon as I stop stirring, you'll see how it is boiling. On the edge is just starting to boil. So what we do is at this point, we stir in the gelatin. Get that all incorporated in. And then we're going to wait for it to start to boil. Once it boils, we time it for 10 minutes. We'll turn it down to like medium low. Make sure it's still boiling. And then we'll do that for 10 minutes. So as you can see, it's starting to boil now. So what we will do is turn the heat down a little, just to make sure it continues to boil. And we'll time it for 10 minutes. And you have to stir it periodically so it does not stick. So as soon as I stop stirring, you'll see how it is boiling. So this has been boiling for 10 minutes. You can see it's a full boil. And I've been stirring it often. The boiling helps to reduce the vinegar, so there's less of a vinegar taste and more of a jalapeno sweet taste. So I turn the burner off, and we'll take it over to the table and put it in the canning jar. So we're here, and I have my canning funnel already. It's easier to pour in with a canning funnel. So you just take this, be careful, it's hot, and you pour it in. And this will have to cool before you put it in the refrigerator. Now I want to show you what it looks like. I have canned it. I have canned quite a few. This is both the green and the red. You can see the bright colors. It looks liquidy. That's because it's not pectin and gelatin. So what you need to do is put it in the refrigerator and it sets up. So I'll show you one that I made the other day. This is the red that I made the other day, and you can see it's a bright red color. It's set up. And now I'm going to show you one way we love to use this. So I'm going to take a cucumber. We'll cut off the ends and peel it. I used to love going to farmers markets, and they would always have cream cheese and crackers with hot pepper jelly on it. Well, we try not to eat cow dairy or dairy at all, and when we do, it's goat or sheep. So I have some soft goat cheese. Since we're keto, we don't eat crackers. The cucumber is going to be in place of crackers. You take some hot pepper jelly, and you can see it's gelled. Just put that on top. You can put as much or as little as you want. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Cucumber slices with goat's cheese and jalapeno jelly. And I can't resist. I'm going to have to taste it. I just might have to eat the second one. This is so good. I don't want to talk with a mouthful. So again, you can do this, put it in the refrigerator. We love it with chicken, lamb, and pork. And of course, on our canapes. You can use xylitol or allulose or just stevia. If you're using just stevia or glycerite, use a tablespoon.